Welcome to Divine Intel, and today is the day that we got to do the first video. We're going to talk about the Obama scandal. This part will be video number 102, and it's called News and Intel. And on the second video, we will show you the PowerPoint and more intel. Okay, now let's welcome our co-host, Shala.
Hey, everybody.
Shala is in my computer now. All right. So we're going to be talking about some things that I posted on Facebook so everybody can be in the same pace. I posted the death of Conchata Ferrell. She used to be in Two and a Half Men. She passed away, rest in peace. And we also posted the biggest English, what you call it, a preacher, and also a well-recognized Catholic, talking about Amy Barrett. And just like he predicted, because he actually predicted that they were going to attack her because of her religion, and that's exactly what the liberals have done. They literally have told her that she is too Catholic. So another representative of the Senate said that is an offensive and that is prejudice because of her religion. And they don't care. They don't care that they attack religion. That's what I've been telling everybody, that whatever is happening right now is basically a spiritual war. If they can attack a woman, guys, a Catholic woman, they can attack anyone. They can attack a Pentecostal. They can attack evangelists. They can attack anybody that is not according to her political satanic views. That's why it is important that people wake up. Okay? Mm-hmm. All right. So the other thing that I posted was this. Putin spoke with Saudi Crown Prince by phone, grumbling, oil is about to go up. Bingo. I told you that by the month of November and December, oil will be so expensive, people will not be able to fill up their tanks. Watch. So this is a part of the cabal. By bringing the oil to the roof. Mm-hmm. Then I posted something that basically is in Spanish. But basically what it is that the only one right now who come out with the vaccine is Russia. And we're going to see more about this vaccine stuff and cures, okay? Mm-hmm. And it will be kind of confusing for a lot of people because they're going to release us to going back to normality, but the cabal will try to, take us with another problem with vaccine, okay? Mm-hmm. So it's not going to be easy, guys. All right. Then I don't know if you guys know Cristiano Ronaldo. He's the second best soccer player in the world. She has coronavirus. She works for one of the biggest soccer teams in the world. All right. So also for those who love iPhone, they just released the two iPhones. They're all gonna be 5G, and most of you hate 5G because you guys are ignorant. There's nothing wrong with the 5G. I've always been saying, and I'm gonna contradict myself. All right, so, and I also show some redneck technology when it comes to mask.
Oh, Lordy.
And I've been posting some stuff that for some people is really offensive, but in the same time, very funny. All right, I also posted the number one problem with social media right now is censorship because I got censored in one of the social media just because I criticized something. That's it. I even didn't use no profanity at all.
That's right.
All right, so that's the way they're doing it. So that's the number one. All right, during the 23 years, these three people invaded Islamic countries, murdered 11 million Muslims, and nobody called them terrorists. There you go. Wonderful people. And as you can tell, I've been also saying that many people will be discoveries, and as it's going to get weirder and more weird, the discoveries in the stars, guys, okay? Just like I told you. They've been fact-checking this, a lot of stuff, like you always, because Facebook is a communist organization. Now let's talk about the I told you so. The I told you the alien invasion supposed to happen this year. Trump was notified 2 days ago. More on divine intel. So what I'm gonna say what exactly it is. So for that, we're gonna come back and we're gonna go back to my Twitter account. All right, Chela?
All right.
All right, so let's get busy. Okay, so we're back. We're back. All right, so as you can see, this is the video from my friends in Third Face of the Moon, and they're talking about Donald Trump is going to investigate UFO sightings very, very strongly. And why did he say that? Because he was told, make it 3 days ago, about something. He did not mention what happened 3 days ago. And I've been telling you guys that they're going to use the invasion, the alien invasion, for many reasons to justify what they're going to do. They're going to justify weapons, space weapons. They're going to justify a union between all the superpowers. And they're going to end up by justifying the interview, right? So they're going to justify the interview that I've been talking about for a long time. So when the interview is going to happen, well, it's supposed to happen after the pandemic, okay?
Many people will be shocked.
Yes, many people will be shocked. These are things that are going to happen because it's part of your new paradigm. So now let's talk about this. I told you guys in my last show that I was waiting for something to happen in Iraq, right?
Yes, you did.
And you even told me in that show, that you're going to remind me.
That's right, I did.
All right, so what is it? Let me explain what is it. It says in the article, the foreign ministers of Iraq, Egypt, and Jordan hold a coordination. See the word coordination? Coordination. Meeting in Cairo. What exactly are they talking about? Let's read the article, shall we? It says, today, Tuesday, the foreign ministers of Iraq, Egypt, and Jordan held a meeting of the coordination mechanisms between their countries at Tahrir Palace in the Egyptian capital of Cairo. The meeting comes with the aim of discussing the results of the leaders' summit that was held in Amman back on August the 25th, discussing target joint work projects. Please pay attention. Discussing targeted joint work projects. They're going to work together. What is the project? Let's continue reading. And translating the leaders' vision in expanding economic, commercial, and investment cooperation between the three countries in a way that achieves their common interest. What is the common interest? Can you tell us, Chela?
The dinar.
Well,
money?
No. The common interest is to save their economies.
Right.
Because the problem that I had right now in Iraq is not just concerning Iraq going broke. The problem also exists in Kuwait and every single country in the region. That's the Middle East. Okay, now we're back. So, as you can see, guys, we're going to start the show with this picture. It says Biden's bodyguards, which is our Facebook and Twitter, because they're trying to prevent the big scandal of Obama. And that's what this show is all about. And why this has to be related with the RB, because we cannot have corruption. And that's the most important thing. So we're going to start with this. Also, we're going to report right now what's happening with Iraq. The Iraqi central bank imposes tutelage on a bank with Iranian contributions. As you can see, they're still doing trading commerce with Iranian. Okay, that's something that they're gonna stick with, maybe even after the RB. Mm-hmm. All right. So also we have the breaking news that Kamala Harris canceled the North Carolina campaign swing because they find somebody on her staff, positive with COVID-19.
Wow.
So, look, guys, let me just tell you something about this. This is all a stage, okay? Everybody's going to take advantage of the crisis. Everybody's going to take advantage of the virus for their own political views or political advantage, okay? This is all a stage, so don't worry about that, okay? This is all a stage. And basically, that's what I want you guys to know. So, on this show, we're going to be talking also about the video of the scandal of Obama. Since we don't want you to get confused what it's all about if you're basically been watching the news over the internet, because literally no other media in TV and on radio has ever said anything about this, because they all controlled by the same cabal. Eventually
right.
will hit the news when it's already too late. So, Chela, can you give us a little feedback about the scandal?
So what's going on is Ann Cates came out on Next News Network, and then she also tweeted, breaking, Alan Harpert, CIA whistleblower, tells Charlie Woods, father of Tyrone Woods, killed in Benghazi, that the Obama and Biden sent Iran $152 billion to cover up the death of Team 6.
Now, Team 6, it was an elite Delta force that was sent to where? Do you know?
They were sent over to Iran.
Iran for what? Looking for who?
To protect Bin Laden.
To protect Bin Laden. So this is something secret, hidden, that actually Bin Laden was never in Pakistan, but he was in Iran, and Iran was actually protecting him.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So this is something huge, and
That's
it will.
Great.
And it will.
And basically, Iran moved Bin Laden, and there was a double of him, and so what ended up happening is $152 billion was paid to Iran to keep this secret.
That's right. So
basically what was being reported and what you're seeing those videos is Ty's dad. And what Ty did is Ty's father, Charlie, he wrote into Obama, and he said, if this was your child, would you have done anything different? And basically, Obama wrote back saying, U.S. forces could not arrive in time. Military forces was not close enough. I directed my national security team to do everything possible. My actions would have been the same if the attack would have been my own family. I'm glad I'm not his family.
Yes, that's right. So you can see that this was something premeditated. They actually did it because they wanted to cover Obama's back.
That's right. And this SEAL team sent out 600 messages for help. That's about 2 a day for 2 months prior to
what happened.
To what ended up happening. So when they were attacked, there was rescue teams everywhere in multiple different areas, but those teams were told to stand down by our former government. So what's happened here is we have a big scandal, number one.
Yeah.
And the whistleblower, Allen, leaks very detailed messages in regards to what exactly happened. He speaks that Hillary took over the CIA, where Mark Terry was selling weapons through Benghazi. Says that Hillary sold some of those weapons to our enemies, got in the hands of Afghanistan, where the Stinger missile that took the helicopter plane down, or helicopter down, that was the missile that was sold to Afghanistan from Hillary.
Gotcha.
So this Allen, he basically was working an alternative CIA program called the Safari Club. And they realized that that the double that was killed by the SEAL team, and when that happened, that's when things got sticky. That's when $152,000 or $1 million was transferred, and so that's pretty much what happened. And so we have a lot of scandals.
The money was paid in order to cover and protect Obama for lying.
Right. And so what happened was when they transferred that $152 million, that money, they basically were trying to keep Iran quiet. Mm-hmm. And as they were doing that, they knew that the double was killed and that Iran still had bin Laden.
So the guy who they killed, who's allegedly they killed on Pakistan, was a double.
Right.
Yeah, just like in a scripture in a movie.
Exactly. Right. And then when our prior administration found out, they wanted bin Laden as a trophy kill. So that way Obama could
get
win.
reelected. Yeah, could get reelected. That's all.
All
right, so what we're going to talk about in just a little bit, because somebody sent me this tweet from Patriot Ross Steele. And it says like this. Iraq is getting ready for their currency revaluation, and the new rates of several currencies not yet released are the best to date. Since this guy sent me this, I said, look, man, that tweet looked very suspicious. Send me the link. So he sent me the link, and I said, this is Guru's BS. So I went down there, because this is basically, they cover proofs the white paper for economy reforms. For those people who don't know what is a white paper, it's basically the instructions of how they try to prevent the economic collapse. Because right now they are going through economic collapse. They need to prevent it, and that's what the white paper is all about. They're going to have to go through reforms, banking reform, just like I told you months ago, that there will be no RB unless they have reforms, and that's exactly what's happening.
So let me get this right. The white paper is more like a draft.
It's like a draft, yes.
Okay. Gotcha.
So that's what it's a white paper, guys. Okay, like for example, in cryptocurrencies, every cryptocurrency has a white paper. Mm-hmm. Okay, what did they pretend? What is their audience they're targeting? What they pretend to use this technology and the payment system, etc., etc. And they're all written in a white paper. Got it? Mm-hmm. So the same thing with this plan. This plan is just to recover the economy of Iraq, but they need to have reforms. Okay, now. Before I go on and criticize this Guru's BS Twitter, because it's a Guru BS Twitter, I want you guys to understand facts, okay?
Yeah.
Everybody's been talking about the white paper, but nobody, so far as I know, nobody, absolutely nobody has come out and said, hey, the white paper, within the white paper, we got the revaluation. We don't know that. That's a fact. Okay.
Well, they got to feed their fans some way, Benny.
All right. Yeah, they're going to basically fan their faith and their hope, and we all know it, right? I really hope that I'm wrong, but I'm not gonna contradict myself.
Mm-hmm.
They're not gonna tell us whether they want to RB or not. They're not gonna tell us that, guys. So. If you pay attention to my shows, I have never mentioned anything about the white paper. Do you guys know why? I'm going to tell you why. We don't care. The elites don't care about the white paper. They can come with every single color. We don't care about the white paper. Okay? Because we know the agenda. And the agenda is to tell everybody something's totally different than what we think they're going to say. Okay? Now, before I criticize this Twitter, I want you to please pay attention. In my next video, which is called, I think I have the picture here. Let me see. Yes, I have the picture right here. It's called The Obama Scandal PowerPoint Presentation Part 202. On this video, which is the second video after this one, I'm going to address two things instead of one. Please pay attention. I'm going to address the question, will the RB happen this year? This year. And I'm going to address something that the Lord told me this morning. I may not even release that word, but I'm going to discuss it on air live with Karen. And according to what people are demanding me to say it, I'm going to say it. And the reason why I don't want to say it, because as a matter of fact, I sent a test to Johnny from Corinthians 35, is because if I say it, I know my people and I know my trolls and I know my enemies. Some people will get it and some people will never get it. That is the reason why I'm going to discuss it live on a live show on YouTube with Karen McCoy. Okay?
And it will make sense.
Yes. So I'm trying, guys. I'm trying, guys, to give you the best intel that I can give you. Not facts, not based on BS, but based on facts. And people don't like facts. Okay? So,
no, they don't.
All right, so here we go. Now let me criticize this posting. Number one, this guy is talking about that they're getting ready to re-election. How does he know? Do you really think that? I just gave Sheila a hint. I gave her a hint. I give you an example. I said, Sheila, have I ever talked to you about my finances?
And he hasn't.
Okay. Have I ever said anything about my business?
Absolutely not.
Why would I tell her my business and my finances, even if she is my best friend?
It's like telling somebody their gameplay, even.
Exactly. See?
You know.
So a country, listen to this, a country which is, without any doubt, the most currency manipulator in the entire planet, is even worse, Iraq, than China, Vietnam, and the rest of the countries. Do you guys know that? If you don't know that, now you know. They are not going to tell us if they want to RB, guys. They need to be forced. And right now they're being forced. But that information, I cannot release it here. I'm going to have to release it in my special report.
And that's going to go along with why now.
Exactly. So that's what I've been saying, because I'm going to have a new special report. You're going to see the picture right now. And that special report is from October. And in that special report, I'm going to tell you why they're never going to tell you they want to RB. What is the reason? What is the logic behind it? Okay? And I'm going to talk about that. So let's talk now about this posting. I knew this guy was a guru or somebody following a guru. And now you can see the people reacting. QFS talk with Charlie was excellent. Who's Charlie? Charlie, the guy with, I think he's another guru, the guy from England. I believe that's what he is. And you can see all these people, hoping and being happy about it that the RB will happen.
Very misleading.
Okay? And I'll tell you guys, look, I wish I could be wrong.
There was one on Zim. They even think that the Zim's going.
Yes, the Zim is going, exactly. See, you can see these are gurus BS. This gurus BS.
Misleading.
Yes, and misleading the people. And does it really help you guys to give you false information? No, because you're going to build up all this frustration. And who you going to blame? Are you going to blame that same idiot who told you that they're getting ready to RB? Are you going to blame the same people who told you that by this day you're going to change? Or are you going to blame me for telling you the truth? I bet you anything. You're going to blame me for being negative and for telling you the truth. That's what you're going to blame me. So don't blame me, because I do not want to release the prophetic word that the Lord told me this morning. I can see it in your documents, in your comments. I can see it in your comments. I can see the reactions. I have people every single day telling me, Benny, I'm literally broke. Benny, I hope that the RV happen or I'm going to lose my home. Benny, and then come the all type of drama and whining, and they're putting exactly what I've been telling you and why the RV is going to take more time.
And they go back and forth with, I'm going to sell my currency. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Yeah, I hear it too.
And they still come back. So apparently they changed their mind.
Yeah.
But whose blame is it? Whose fault is it? Is it my fault? Because I want you to have faith and I want you to be ready for the best and the worst. Is it my fault? Because right now, I cannot even release this prophetic word that the Lord told me this morning because I know many of you will collapse. Is it my fault? Because God has a mysterious plan regarding this release of the RV. Mm-hmm. I am just the messenger, people. I'm not even perfect. I'm a big sinner. I curse a lot. I'm an ex-banker. But unfortunately, God has put me in this situation to guys let you know that what you're doing right now is the worst thing you can do. What exactly you guys are doing? You are converting the RV as your problem solver. You have converted the RV as your God. Yes, all of you have been converting the RV as your God. The one who's going to deliver you, and you'll be just fine being rich.
Everybody should have their plan A, which is your regular way of life, and plan B should be the RV. Not plan A should be the RV. Plan B should be what you do if it doesn't come. It should be plan A is what you do in your regular everyday plans, and plan B is if it happens.
Okay, so we're back after that terrible sound of the alarm. You guys are probably thinking, what the heck is going on with Benny and that stupid alarm? Don't worry about it. It wasn't me.
It scared us.
It scared the hell out of me. Anyway, all right, so let's talk about the green zone, okay? Because I got a little bit intel that I can share with you guys.
Great.
So right now, what they're trying to prevent is for the people to come into the green zone. That is no big deal. But the problem is this. Let me explain you guys something. What they're trying to prevent is more than just have the people going to green zone and start this, to storm it. But because of the continuous attacks of the Iran against the embassy, they believe if they allow the people to come into a green zone, they can actually be targeted and a lot of people can die. Because, these people in Iran, they just don't care. Okay? Mm-hmm. So that's why they're trying to prevent this. Will they be able to prevent it? I don't think so. All right? So that's what I can share with you guys. Now, on my next video,
they're just delaying it more and more.
Yeah, on my next video, like I said, I'm going to address, the question I'm going to address two things. I'm going to address if the RV will happen this year or not. According to one guy, because the guy came out to me and said, Benny, I have spent $3,000 in a sidekick. And I asked them, why would you be such a retard to spend your money, to waste your money in sidekick? He said, because I'm desperate. I got the money. I can do whatever I want with my money. Okay, that's fine. I'm not going to mention his name, because I don't mention people's name. Mm-hmm. But I'm going to share with you what the psychic said about the RV. And this morning, I woke up. I don't know if I woke up or have a half sleep or I was sleeping. I just don't remember. Mm-hmm. I clearly hear the Lord said this, and I'm going to address it in my next video. The reason why I'm not addressing it because I'm going to debate it, whether I'm going to address it or not. Because the next video is going to be live, 100% live. Okay, so that's what I'm doing this. Also, I'm going to address the Mothman. Okay, so I'm gonna read the article. I'm gonna read the article. I mean, I think I posted on Facebook, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
So I'm gonna read the article right now, and Chela is with me right now. So Chela is gonna tell you exactly what I said, because it did just, I just had it. I gotta tell you what happened, okay, guys?
Yeah, this was like already a topic of conversation.
Yeah. So I will tell you what's going on and why the Mothman is coming out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because I'm not gonna contradict myself and told you that we need to pray. And here's what happened now. False information checked by independent fact checker about that video. See, they fact checking. They're telling you it's conspiracy theory. They don't want you to know the truth about the whistleblower. They don't want you to know that. It's all corruption, people. It's about a corruption. All right. So what did I post it here about the Mothman? I didn't I? Oh, wait a minute, I did. I put it in a big posting, right?
Yeah.
Let's see. Well, hold on. Here it is. Here it is. Not too long ago, me and Shella were talking over the phone when all of a sudden I saw a Mothman in a vision. So this is the, it's right here. This is the article. I'm going to read it right now. I haven't read it. USPS employee reports 7-foot-tall red-eye creature at O'Hare International Airport. Okay, so this is the Mothman. This is a creature. And he actually came out and appeared in a O'Hare International Airport. For those who don't know, what this airport has the characteristic, and it's very important, guys. It's not coincidence. This airport it has Illuminati symbols all over. Mm-hmm. Okay, so that's it's no coincidence. So where this
there's the floor right there.
Yeah, this creature, this demon creature, why does he appear? This demon creature comes from hell. I've been told that this creature comes from a dimension, but it's close to hell, or probably it's in hell. Mm-hmm. And he appears only when he's basically, they call him. Okay? It is no coincidence that this creature has appeared on the month of October, because this month of October, I'm not going to contradict myself, the witches and the wizards, the satanic witches and satanic wizards of all the world will get together on October the 31st, and they're going to do witchcraft against Donald Trump. So that's why I'm going to ask everybody to be together with me on October the 31st. We're going to do the Mountain Show. But at the same time, we're going to spend praying for our president, Donald Trump. Okay?
Yeah.
They're trying to prevent that Donald Trump be elected again. Okay? I seen this creature live. So let me explain to you what happened. Let Chela explain to you what happened when we were talking on the phone. Go ahead, Chela.
So I had mentioned the Mothman. Benny came back and said that he kind of seen him flying over the waterway, and I actually was driving along the waterway. Mm-hmm. Benny didn't know where I was, and I had water to the right of me, and I was very interested. He was telling me about it was from the fifth dimension, different dimension, basically representing satanic devil, and he told me that they caught him, and when they had caught him, after a half hour or hour later, he just disappeared in the dust on the floor.
Yes. Basically, this is what happened. Shella was having problems with her car, on the way back. So I was, doing some company. Her lights went down.
Yeah.
Her lights went down. So I was just,
Keeping me company.
keeping her company. And all of a sudden, I had the vision. I had the vision that I was on top of this creature. And I thought it was a bird that I was flying around Chella's car. But it was not a bird. It was this guy.
The Mothman.
So I said, I see the Mothman around you. Like that. And she got scared. I was like, wait a minute. What do you mean the Mothman? And you told me that
Yeah,
the
it was
month.
dark out.
Yes, and the Mothman in that place where she lives, they see him a lot. And for some reason, I just saw the Lord show me this demon, and it was around Chella's car. So she got really scared. I said, "Don't worry about it. You are covered." But it calls my attention that I saw this creature, which, by the way, the last time I saw it, I was 18. And it was not a pleasant experience. Okay? So, and all of a sudden, it's been less than a month, and now this guy is all over the news. So let's talk about this. Manuel Navarrete, that's a Spanish guy, of EFO Clearinghouse recently received the following report from a woman who said that she's seen a 7-tall radar creature after leaving work at the United States Postal Service. Let me make it a little bit bigger so everybody can see that way. All right. So he says, I just left to work at the USPS sorting facility on the O'Hare Airport about 11 p.m., that's almost midnight, on Thursday, the 24th of September. Thursday, the 21st September. Chella.
It was October 3rd.
When I told you about that?
Yes, when you told me about that, it was October 3rd.
Are you serious? Are you sure about that?
I'm positive.
Wasn't in September that I told you that?
No, we originally talked about it in September when
That's what I just told you. I remember there was September the 24th. I remember I told you that it was on the September 24th. I told you that I saw him.
It was a couple weeks prior to October 3rd, but it was on October 3rd when I was driving when I was having problems with my lights.
Okay.
But we had mentioned it. We had discussed it in September.
Yes.
I just don't recall what date. You might recall the date.
Yes. So, and was walking out of my car when I saw something standing at the far end of the parking lot where I usually park. At first, I thought it was a very tall person with a long coat. As I got close to my car and locked my car, which I used with my headlights to come on my headlights, I hit the person standing about 20 to 25 feet from my car, causing it to turn and look like a right at me. My goodness. I saw that this was not a person but some red-eyed creature, and what appeared to be a coat were actually wings, which he spread out, and he turned to look at me at first, and I thought it was some kind of a very large bird. But I'd never seen a bird that stood almost 7 feet tall and 5'4", and this thing looked taller than me by at least 2 feet. This thing then started making some type of chirping sound. Exactly. They do a very weird sound. Almost a hop chirp and hop click, like someone was clicking their tongue like that. Like that. And like someone was clicking their tongue but much, much faster. And then made some type of a screeching sound and took off running toward me. It got about 10 feet of me and took off into the air and flew about me.
Jeez.
I was screaming hysterically as I crashed down behind car. Open door, and I divided into my car head first. I was near panic. I tried to start the car, closed the lock and the doors, and turned on to my interior lights. I started my car and took off out of the parking lot and flew down to the road till it hit me the main road. I got home and told my husband, who also worked at the same facility, and he was the one who told me about the sightings of this thing. I was scared shitless, and I hope never seen this thing again. This thing is roaming around the area, scaring people half to death. I hope that the airport people decided to do something about this thing someday. So this is just a part of what I've seen, and I don't know, and I know exactly why this thing is appearing. Is because they are called him.
Imagine that, Bill.
Yeah.
I mean,
They call him, so they are they're getting all the creatures from demons, from hell, because there will be a big, huge meeting of satanic entities, and they're all going to try to ask the devil and prevent Donald Trump to be president again. So that's why we, as the army of the Lord, we need to get together and pray for Donald Trump and his family.
or a prayer.
Yes, we're all going to have to pray for him, okay? And also the Catholics, we need to pray the Rosemary
Yes.
every day. We need to pray the Rosemary every day so we can protect our President Donald Trump.
Yes.
All right,
Amen.
so this is something that I know a shocker because we recently talked about him.
Oh man, when he sent this to me, I was in shock. I was like, "You're kidding me."
Yeah,
How ironic is that?
yeah. So there you go. So I'm very sensitive when it comes to that. The Lord showed me things like this. Like I said, that though you don't want to miss my second video where I'm going to go live with Karen McCoy. We're going to talk about what the Lord told me this morning, today. Today is Thursday. And I'm going to debate with her whether I should release this information or not. I'm going to take a look at your guys' comments, and let's see. If I convince, I will release it.
I think you should tell everybody.
Yeah.
It would make sense.
Yeah. So we're going to talk about that because it has to do about what a lot of people are talking about, the white paper and the RV is coming, all the stuff. I'm going to tell you what I believe. The Lord has not shown me the mystery, what he told me this morning, but I'm going to tell you my own opinion. I might be wrong, but I'm going to tell you my own opinion, okay? All right.
Like you said, why now?
Yes. So on the next, that will be probably by this weekend, we're going to have another show this weekend with Chella. And Chella's going to show us some videos, some pictures, and a book that just been released.
That's right.
And this book was released based on the movie that Chella took part of it. And
Yes.
we're going to hear what she's been doing in this project. It will be exciting to see.
Right.
And
By the weekend, we'll have some clips from the movie to be able to display.
yes. So what's going to happen with this scandal? Let me just tell you something that I know for sure is going to happen. It will get too deep and too scandalous that people will not be able to call it a conspiracy theory anymore. Okay? And this is going to shock the whole world. It's going to shock the whole world. Right now it went viral and people are doubting, will this actually be truth? And when they actually come out and they see and they prove and they see the proven, they see all the audios and videos, watch. Then we're going to have a reaction. We are going to have a reaction so bad that people will go to the streets and riot and probably start a little, not too big, civil war. Okay?
As many scandals as going on right now, people have to see to believe at this point.
Exactly. So we will see what happens. We'll see how the Lord is going to shock us because this month of October is the month of horror. We see the month, man. Horror. See that?
Yep.
And shock.
Horror and shock.
We already in the shock with the Blanchett, then the whistleblower information. And there's more coming out. Okay? There's more coming out before October is over.
And I believe there's another whistleblower that came forward in regards to Wiener's laptop regarding Hunter Biden.
Yes. Also, they're trying to get Hunter Biden because he's a drug addict and he been involved with Ukraine. And basically everything we know already is going to come true. So right now they're trying to get him to discredit Joe Biden, of course, because Joe Biden, he's a liar. He's been saying the whole thing that he didn't know nothing. He's a liar. He's been a pathetic liar since 47 years ago. Just like Hillary Clinton is a liar. So that's the thing we're gonna see in the coming days. So what we're waiting right now. Oh, also I'd like to talk about this because our pastor, my friend Pastor Dana Carverston, he became a superstar now. Let me see if it is. Nope, this is not it. Let me see if this. Nope. Let me just take a look at the video. I think I had it right here. There you go. This is the video for the whistleblower. I think this is it. There you go. Dana Carverston is now being interviewed in the Prophecy Club. If you've been following me for years, you know that Prophecy Club has come out with very interesting prophecies. Okay? And now he became very, very famous, and now he's becoming into Prophecy Club. So go to the Prophecy Club YouTube channel and look for Dana Carverston Silver Line Dream. Silver Line Dream. I believe it's about silver. So this is a prophetic word for today. That's October 15, 2020. So I invite you guys to see this video. Okay?
Okay.
And I might have him very soon. I might have Pastor Dana Carverston very soon back in my show again, to give us a little bit more input or the words that the Lord had been given to him. All right? And that's it. So in the next video.
Really nice there.
Excuse me?
He looks really nice there.
Oh, he's very humble. This man is very humble. We respect him a lot. So
yes.
We're gonna so it's a wrap up for the first video. Please don't forget there's a second video coming out.
Part 2.
You cannot miss the video because I'm gonna give you information that you guys don't even dream about. Okay, and it's free. You don't have to pay anything. Okay, and I'll give you more information about it. So that's it. It's a wrap up. Say bye, Chella.
Bye, everybody.
All right, guys. So I see you next time.